Gotta get some altitude on this. There, oh. Oh, What the heck is going on here? What's up, Phil? Morning. Huh. I guess it wants to sit there. Well, I've just had my morning cup of coffee. Finally what? Finally I'm doing morning coffee? Can't do it in the kitchen though. I don't know what's going on. I had to try 4 times to get in. That's weird. What's everybody doing besides as I'm on cup number 1. My coffee pot broke, so I have to use the Keurig to make 1 cup at a time. Nice, Tammy. Jeremy Russell getting ready for bed. Morning. Your wife still didn't send me that email, Yakov. Yeah, I know you work nights, Jeremy. So I have to go to... All right, Jared, I'll leave you be. So I have to go today. So yesterday was taxes. Spent the whole day doing taxes. Got our taxes completely done. The business stuff, not near as difficult as I thought it was going to be. It was kind of daunting at first, but it was just pretty simple once I got down to it. It was just a matter of getting it all out there. Now, I probably did it wrong. There's a good chance I did it wrong, but I bought audit insurance. So, John, going to the range today. Hey, John, I need to get a hold of you to get your nephew's info for silk screening. I can't find it. I know I had it in my phone. So, but yeah, today I have to go to the Apple store. Today I have to go to the Apple store because my phone's been acting weird. And I have to buy a coffee pot and fill the car up, and it's just, this week has sucked. It's only Tuesday and it's already sucked. But I did get some stuff in. I'm not gonna start on it until I can actually just sit down at it and do it. So it was hot yesterday, guys. It was like 87 degrees here yesterday at my house. Babe, I was gonna get that. No, you were sitting at the table. I can't clean it up when you're sitting right on top of it. Cat threw up onto the kitchen table. So, no, so there's that. I sent my recommendations off to WE for the Hornet prototypes. The things that I would like to see changed. And it's just minimal. Like I said, a little bit. We measured it. Matt's Hornet is about the most comfortable one I've made, in my opinion. I think the width and everything was just a perfect middle point for everybody. I think it's the best. That's the best thickness out of all of them, just for pretty much everybody. His and Pip Corona's were the same dimensionally. I mean, you could measure them across the back, and they were exactly the same. So when we measured Matt's, it was 2.5 millimeters wider than the what am I trying to say here? Than the prototypes. And so we just added 1 millimeter to each side of the knife, and I told him that. I got an email confirmation from WE Knife this morning saying that they're gonna readdress the drawings. They'll send me new drawings for approval. And we're gonna switch the handles. As much as I like the way they look, we're gonna switch the handles to G10. So carbon fiber just is too slick, especially fully polished like that. So it's a good, the whole thing with it, Jared, was I wanted it to be a good all-around knife, which is what I didn't ever have when I was in the military. You know, you always wound up having to carry like an extra knife to do small tasks. And so it's a little bit smaller in a K-bar. It's fairly smaller in a K-bar. It's got indexing points. It's got some grips and things that you can do. That's what I ought to do. I should compare that knife to a K-bar. I have a K-bar. I have a full-size K-bar. I should do that. That sounds like a good idea, doesn't it? Won't be for a little bit. I have to do the Gen 1 versus Gen 2 Skaha video still. Well, Steve, the coffee maker is broken. I always carried a small pocket knife because you never knew when you needed a pocket knife. I always would have a couple of knives. So, Steve, your knife should already, did you already get your knife back, Steve? Can't remember. I know I shipped a bunch of stuff. I can't remember if yours is in some of the stuff that came in or if yours is stuff that went out. I can't remember.
What did they do to complain your Wi-Fi?
They said they're going to try and get a technician to put a new card in the pop. But yeah, it's at the street. There's nothing wrong. There's really nothing wrong with our stuff in the house, the Wi-Fi. There is something in the kitchen that blocks the signal, and I can't figure out what it is. But the problem is the population of people on the point of presence at the street. And so it's just congested, and everybody's trying to use the same bandwidth, so. You got sunburn? Put on sunscreen.
In my face.
We just found out her sister has cancer. We're not happy. It was a rough evening. So, yeah. What else? What's going on today? Nothing else going on today. I have got 2 or 3 knives to refinish, and I got to get Charles Anderson's Ferox sharpened up and complete. Okay, English only, please. I don't even know, was that Spanish? I can do French occasionally. I did it for Lionel Marks. I can do Japanese if it's done in Romanji, but I'm not 100% sure what that was. Bye, babe. Have a good day at work. It always amazes me how that scar shows up so clearly. This one and this one show up so clearly on video. It's like the light is just perfect. That's a pretty good scar. That is my CPAP. That is a scar. That's it. But are we set for live chat? How come I'm not canceled? Oh, okay, there we go. Waiting on a Fortis 2.0 in June for your birthday. Okay, somebody translate what Mystic Walk just said. I'm not sure what that is. Hi. Morning. Okay, and say hi to everybody. Oh, all right. This is how every morning should be spent. Put my finger in your nose. Yeah, she is a good dog. You are absolutely right, Mystic Walk. She is a very good dog, aren't you? Got a kiss? A kiss? Give me a kiss. I gotta get up though. You can lay there. I can't lay like that. I'd rather be. See, when I am at work, I'm home with my dogs. So anyway, it's 9 o'clock-ish. I'm doing my morning thing. It's just about 9. I was trying to get the Wi-Fi situation taken care of to be able to do this in the kitchen. And so this one's gonna be kind of short, but I'm not gonna start anything until a little bit later because I know that I have to leave. I don't want to get in the middle of something. I got to leave to go to the Apple store. I have to stop and get some stuff at Costco. I need to replace a light bulb, a couple light bulbs for some stuff. So, and the fact was that it was so stressful doing my taxes yesterday. It was horrible. So I am going to, though, guys, I am going to do a video about this stuff. This is the stuff that I get from Matt's friend. This is that Mandor's Magic. I don't know. I don't know when I'm going to actually get the sharpening. And the problem is, with my internet being as fucked up as chocolate cheese, there's a good chance. I can't do live feeds right now this is the worst part. I can't even, this is the hard part about it. I always like put my phone down on the bench, I plug it in, and then I stream something on Netflix that doesn't require a lot of attention. Like something I don't have to be watching. Like I'll listen to a podcast or something like that. But a lot of times I'll watch something I've seen like a bunch of times. My favorite thing to watch just to put on while I'm sharpening is Blade Runner. Because I've seen it. I've seen Blade Runner, the original Blade Runner, probably 500 or 600 times. I love that movie. And I don't have to watch it because it's not something that's going to draw my attention away. I can't watch Scooby-Doo. I'll get distracted. It has to be something I've seen enough times that it's not a distraction. It's just basically background noise. The flip side is I've gotten to where I almost can't do it without that. Like I can do it if I'm doing a live feed because I have something else going on. But I can almost can't make myself do it with just no background noise. So, you know, I'll put a radio on in the house or something, that's okay, but it really makes it difficult when you've become so accustomed to a certain thing. It's like, this feels so uncomfortable because I've started doing this in the kitchen. Well, here's the thing, I gotta go to Costco anyway. I'm buying a coffee pot while I'm there. I need to get chicken breasts, I have to get the dog's food, I gotta get, let's see, she left me a list. I gotta get chicken, I gotta get the dog food, I have to get a coffee pot, and then something else. And you know what this time we're not doing? We're not buying a fucking $60 goddamn coffee pot like what we had before. It was great, it had the timer, you could set it and shit. You know how many times I've actually used that? I could probably count it on one hand. All the times that I used those extra features on that fucking thing, like it's got this function for like how strong you want your coffee, and it's got a function to set the timer, and it's got a delay. If you want to delay it for like 30 minutes, you can set it just a delay. And I'm like, I never use it. The clock's not even fucking set. There's a lot of times that we unplug that thing at night just so the light's not on it. So the clock's never right. I'm like, why the fuck? At the time, I think we paid $60 for that coffee pot. I'm like, exactly. I need one that says on and one that says off, and that has a timer to turn it off after 2 hours in case I forget. So, and I think that's what happened with that. It was on last night when I went to the kitchen. There was a red light on it. And I was like, huh, somebody must have bumped a switch. And I think it got burned up. I think the over temperature, you know, those things all have a little fusible. It's literally a fuse. It's a fusible link. When it gets a certain temperature, it melts off and it destroys your shit. The second you overheat a hairdryer, anything with a heating element in it, it has that little fusible link that acts as a fuse, and it's an overheat. It's to prevent your house from burning down. And when it gets to a certain temperature, it just melts. Well, then it never works again. And I could probably go and get the right one and wire it in and get my I had the bottom off of it, and I was getting ready to get my multimeter, and I was like, you know what? Fuck that. That thing is fucking 7 years old. I'll just get a new one. I'm not gonna get into the trouble of desoldering and resoldering shit. Not like I don't know how to do it. I definitely do. I took solid state electronics. You guys like my dress? This is where my daughter sits, so you guys can see. This is what my daughter does with her free time, which there's not very much of it. Most of it's tied up in. She makes all different kinds of slime. Stripes on my uniform, they were gold. Here's the thing. I was in for 18 years. We can't really, I got medically retired just shy of 18. But I had all of my didn't get caught medals. Because I never went to Captain's Mast where it didn't either get dismissed or removed from my record later. So I'm actually really good at soldering. We had to learn how to solder when I was in BWE. But yes, so I do have gold. Where's my... Oh, they should have been red. But here's the thing. That gold shit doesn't mean that you didn't do fucking bad shit and fucked up shit while you're in. What that means is you didn't get caught for 12 years. 12 years of consecutive good, 12 years of consecutive good conduct. You get your golds. I had my gold. I mean, barely. Barely. I was always fucking just on the edge of being in trouble. But I got in trouble, but I never... Here's the thing. I got in trouble, but I was a valuable enough asset that they kind of just... there were so many things I probably should have gotten in trouble more red for. I actually wish I'd stayed red because when I hit that 12 years consecutive, geez, it got really expensive. It doubled the price of rating badges and shit. I love this knife. I play with this shit all the time. Oh, so I have the... Hang on a second. Stay right there. I'll be right back. So I have my $400 gas station knife, which is what somebody told me the other day. I had this, and they're like, geez, what is that, an MTech or something? I was like, no, this is a fucking mid-tech, semi-custom ADV tack butcher. I am thinking, I know what I'm going to do this. I am going to soften all of this stuff. All the stuff that should have been, like those are really sharp. Those are really sharp. Those right there, really sharp. Even these, nothing is filleted or chamfered. All really sharp. I'm gonna take care of that. I'm gonna tumble the ever-living shit out of this knife. Then, I'm gonna hit all of these areas that are really, really sharp on Scotch-Brite, and I'm gonna ceramic coat this bitch black and just leave it all black with probably bronze or blue hardware and pocket clip. But I'm gonna take Like, there are so many hot spots on this knife, like here and here. I like this knife. I do. I've always loved these. But I got to looking at it, and I was kind of disappointed. Hang on, let me wipe this off. I was kind of disappointed when I realized that when the guy told me it looked like a gas station knife. When I took a good hard look at it, he's pretty right. He's pretty much right. It does look awful gas station knife, M-Tech-esque. There's a company, SEMA, that's selling a knife that is identical. I mean, every line on it is identical. It says SEMA here, and they're selling a knife. I mean, every line. It doesn't have a lock bar insert, but every line on that knife is identical to this, and they're selling it on Amazon. For 18 bucks. But I was thinking about getting one just to show this knife's solid. This knife is rock solid. I'm pretty sure I've seen some of those SEMA knives. They're like M-Techs and stuff like that. Just complete and utter hot trash. So, well, guys, you know one of the other reasons that we're not doing this at the kitchen counter like we do most mornings? My wife is running the dishwasher and it's really hot where I stand at the kitchen counter, usually drink my coffee. It's like really fucking hot. There's like hot air blowing up on, what was this? Mystic Welk, have you ever had the Cold Steel Ultimate Hunter in your hand? And have you sharpened Spyderco ZDP 189? I don't. Here's the thing. I've sharpened 2 Rocksteads, and it was just a very, very minimal sharpening. And neither one of those Rocksteads were in ZDP 189. They were both in YXR something. Both of them. Both of them have been. And so I can't really tell you what Rockstead's ZDP is like. I do know that Spyderco's is awesome. ZDP 189 that comes out of Spyderco is great. And it's not horrible to resharpen, but once it takes a really, really fine edge and it holds it really well. But, oh yeah, I was saying I was going to do a video about this stuff. This is that Mandor's Magic. This is that marijuana THC-based topical cream. Holy crap, this stuff works if you've got bad joints and aches and pains. This stuff, and you don't have to worry about like, oh hey, I can't drive because I took painkillers because you can't absorb the THC into your system through your skin to get any psychoreactive effects. So I have a big tub of this. This is how well it works. My daughter's ankle and foot pain and stuff that she gets, we have a cream that's like it for it. You can't, here's the thing, you can't get it, it's a local thing. Like she works with Matt. So that's how I know my daughter's an athlete, because there's creams and ointments and different like Bengay and stuff like that, like on this counter and then upstairs in her room. She's always got sore muscles and pains and aches and things like that. But she just refuses to slow down. So we have another competition. Just had the competition. So I can't remember if it's the end of this month or beginning of next month. So that's another 400 bucks, easy, because entry fees and ice time, and it's, I mean, I get it. They have to rent the venue and all that stuff and pay for the coaches, or not pay for the coaches, pay for the referees, or not refs, the judges. But jeez, it gets phone rang. I do have to get off of here anyway. So I don't know if there's gonna be another video today. If I get into anything interesting, or if I have time to do it, I'm gonna try and get that I really need to get, the one I really need to get is the Skaha 1 versus Skaha 2. Gen 1 versus Gen 2, just to look at some of that stuff. And then I need to call Dwayne Smotherman sometimes this morning. And Yakov, if you're here, I'll probably talk to you in a few minutes while I'm getting ready to, I got to get ready and start gathering all this stuff up because I got to start heading towards the Apple Store and Costco if I want to get that stuff done. So you guys take it easy. I am working today. It's just, they're definitely different. Yeah, just the feel and everything of them, they just feel a little bit different. So, all right, guys, that's it. Like I said, I will try to shoot that video today. I just got notification. I got some boxes that are getting delivered. I think they tried to deliver them yesterday. I got listed as received, and then they weren't there, so I have to go pick them up today. I just think there was no room in my mailbox. So I think that's True, and then somebody else. I know True was sending me some stuff, and I haven't gotten it yet, so I imagine that's what one of them is. But yeah, I've got to go pick those up today too, so it's just busy day, and I haven't been able to get up to the shop. I have a pocket clip I need to refinish, and 2 of Dwayne's knives that I need to refinish. So, yep, you guys take it easy. I will, you guys will definitely see if I'm doing another live feed or if I'm doing something else. So, all right, guys, later.